Alright, so the next thing we have to do is ship this over to Mudbox. I'm going to highlight both of them. I'll send it as a new scene. There we go. Made it super convenient. It even has the 5x5s on there. Now, you might not want to look at that. So here's the UV check material. If you double click this, and go to paint, there might be a diffuse layer already on this. And you could lower the opacity on that to nothing. There we go. Then you can go back to Sculpt and Object List. Okay. A lot of times I do like to look at the wireframe, so I'll turn wireframe on. And we're just going to divide this. Now when we divide it, I want to divide it so it's not smoothed. So if you go up here, add subdivision level, square box. Make sure you take out smooth positions and smooth UVs. And you want to preserve hard edges, and etc. and so forth. Okay, now when you go Shift D, it should divide it. And we want about 1,000,000 polys per. Good. Shift D. Perfect. Okay, so let's look at the post first, because when it divided so it has these crease marks in it. And let's hold Shift as we have the Sculpt tool on to get rid of some of this stuff. That will smooth out the object. Now that might take a while, so what we can do is go page down one more time, and we can smooth these at a level that's a little easier. And when we go back up in levels using page up, it'll be nice and smooth. Now we could have just chose to smooth it, but it always smooths it like so much that it almost looks artificial. This way it looks like it has some kind of tooling involved on it. I mean, if you were to carve this out, the signpost, I'm sure there would be some tooling mark. I'd mark out the era of the sign. Because I want this thing to look old. There we go. I'm going to turn off wireframe. It's very distracting now. Let's go to the sign. Now you can get rid of the yellow by taking the select, go to objects, just deselect it like that. Now when you sculpt, it's not yellow. Good. And I'm just getting rid of some of these wireframes. Again, page down will help in this. And start rotating it a lot, because you can see if I rotate it, I can really get an idea where these creases are. Okay, that's good for right now. Now with the sculpt tool activated, let's try to just carve a simple line in here. So let go of shift, hit B, and make this really small. And you see how it's just carving it right in. So M, let's draw the strength down. Keep going. And that little line right there, that tells you how deep it's going to go. See this little line? Yeah. Perfect. Okay, a little bit bigger with the B. And then we just want the whole sign to be shown. Alright, now down below here, we have the ability to have a steady stroke. And I would probably have that on because we're just going to go back and forth making a wood grain on this thing. Now, if you have this set just right, you'll be able to make a line going all the way across it. So just keep doing that back and forth. Try not to get in one spot too much. Now, if you go below to fall off, turn on this and put it to 0 and 90. What that'll do is prevent it from going over the edge and having some adverse effects. And you might want to turn off this right here, the steady stroke, when you're doing small stuff. Perfect. Post is in the way, so let's get rid of that. Let's do this other end while we get this off. Zoom out just a little bit so we can get that whole line going across. Sometimes I'll take a couple extra passes on the very edge, and that dirties up the edge a little bit. Perfect. Okay. So now we just want a light sprinkle of smooth. So grab the smooth tool, turn its strength way down. Not that far down. And we're talking like 0.2 maybe. This will help if we passed it too many times in one area. Alright. Now we just need some kind of texture for it. Now we could rely on some of these ones down here, but that wouldn't teach us anything. So let's go make a couple things in Photoshop in the next video.